Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I wasn't planning on making a channel or another video today since I already put one out. But after somebody sent me the video that Chilli made about this attorney or a judge named Luke Bartow in Oklahoma, which is related to the Deborah Rogers case, I had to make this video. I kind of feel like it's kind of like an emergency video, I guess, about his behavior and his actions. He is again threatening another judge. This has got to stop. He literally threatened this guy's life this time. And when he realized that he threatened this judge's life, then he tries to backpedal, which I'm sorry, his backpedaling sucks as much as he does. So yeah, I've covered this. I have also already been in contact with this attorney. So the attorney and the courthouse, they all know about him. The police department knows about him. So everything has been taken care of. All dots have been, or I's have been dotted. All T's have been crossed. And yeah, good luck on Chilli going to Oklahoma and doing what he said he was going to do. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video.
Logical problems. And so until they get it figured out and get it under control, that's where I'm at.
Oh, goodness. So they got you all hemmed up. So you're sick as a dog, and you're in the ER now. And so Marvin went to court for you this morning at 8 a.m., 8:30, and told them that Deborah is very ill. She's been in the hospital for 4 days in a row. And then she got out for less than 2 days, and now she's expected to show to court when the doctor's saying she doesn't have mental capacity to be in court. Is that right?
Well, it's not the mental capacity necessarily. It's the fact that I'm too ill until they can figure out what's causing my issues. It's neurological, not psychological.
Right, I'm sure it is. I'm sure your brain's not working properly.
Well, it's my spine and
That's
brain, the split that runs in my brain and spine. It's jacked up right now.
Basically, what happened was Deborah Rogers was supposed to appear in court the other day, and she did not show up for court. Now, she claims her doctor told her that she was too ill and not to go to court. No doctor is going to outright tell a patient to violate a court order stating that you have to be in court whatever day it is. If in fact the doctor thought that she was too ill to go to court, he would have made sure that there was a legitimate doctor's notification that was not only mailed to the judge by the doctor himself, but also a copy given to Deborah Rogers, where she would have dropped it off at the at the courthouse herself. From what I understand later on, we'll find out that supposedly a letter was written and she tried to deliver it or something. I don't know. I don't buy it. If a doctor literally thinks that you're too ill to go to court, they will make sure that they make contact with the courthouse to do such things. Also, she was in the hospital for 4 days and released 30 hours, or released for 30 hours, and then she tries to go back to the hospital on the day of court. If you were released after 4 days and you had 30 hours where you were okay, but then all of a sudden, by some miracle, the day that you're supposed to appear in court, you're bad again, why didn't you go back to the hospital within the 30 hours that you were out? No. Chilli is giving her bad legal advice, just like he told her to walk out of the courthouse last time, and she did so and was arrested and was in jail for 45 days or more. I can't remember exact days. You know, that time period where she was dehydrated but still managed to survive. Yeah, he's the one giving her all this bad legal advice, and he's legally not even supposed to do that. But she's the one taking all of his advice, trusting in this person who she shouldn't trust in at all. Everything bad that has happened to her is her fault, and then also Chilli's. It was her fault for driving under the influence of not only narcotics, but also alcohol. Then she resisted arrest. That's all on her. But then the fact that she would listen to any legal advice that Chilli gives her, advice period that Chilli would give her, has not only caused her more harm, but it's been like a trickle effect. And it's because of him. And it's because she believes everything he says. Anything that happens to her now legally is her fault, and she should be made accountable for her actions.
The prosecuting attorney said that.
No, my attorney. He called here to the ER.
Uh-huh.
He called here to the ER because he thought he told me I was faking.
Oh, really? Your own attorney is working against you?
Yes.
That's crazy. The same one you took out a loan to borrow money.
Yes.
You want to get the court thing wrapped up. You want to deal with the misdemeanor charge. You don't want to spend 90 days in jail for a misdemeanor charge after you spent 45 days in jail.
Correct. And he lied to me. He told me he had the full video, and then I said I wanted to see it, and he said he don't have it. He just lied.
Mm-hmm. He lied to you and said he had the full video because they cut out so many parts of that body cam footage where they beat you and hurt you.
Yes.
And what's the name?
Now, Deborah Rogers is trying to say that her own attorney called up at the hospital and told her that he thought she was faking. Well, attorneys can tell you that. If they think that you are lying to them or you're faking, they will let you know that. And if you are indeed faking and your attorney finds out, they will call you out on it. However, I find it very hard to believe that this is the situation, that any attorney would call her up at the hospital and say, you're faking. And now Chilli wants to know the name of the courthouse. And I love how he even says, how do you Google that? Because he's an idiot and he doesn't know how to use the freaking internet. He doesn't know how to do anything. He doesn't know how to study law. He doesn't understand law. He doesn't know how to do anything. But yet he's giving this woman law advice, and it's hurting her more and more. I'm going to try and skip through some of this. I'm going to get to the point where he actually starts making these voicemails, because I don't want to put this guy's family's photos out on my video like Chilli has put on his video. I say the less that this is shared, the better. And I don't want this guy's family being all over my channel or my video. I just don't feel right doing that. So I'm going to fast forward through some of this and get straight to the voicemail.
Hang up or press pound for more options.
My name is Jose De Castro. I have a YouTube channel called Delete Laws. I'm informed now by Deborah Rogers that she spent most of the last week in the hospital, got out for a day, and then the doctor told her that because of her neurological damages and her state of health, that she should not go to court, and gave her a note. Now, she sent her friend Marvin up to the court to give that note to the court. And the response from the court was, if you don't show up, we're going to put you in jail for 90 days. After she's already spent 45 days in jail. And this, remind you, is a misdemeanor charge. I think we've jumped the shark of decency here. I think we've jumped the shark. And I think that everybody's going to know. Everybody's going to know, because I'm going to publish this. I'm recording this voicemail. I'm going to publish this. This is absolute nonsense. You cannot do this to another human being. So I'm just letting you guys know. You guys arrest her. I'll file a writ of habeas corpus and I'll get her out. It's crap. It's crap. Okay, I left the voicemail.
Yeah, they said that they were going to come and try to get me out of the hospital and throw me in jail. That's what they told Marvin.
Deborah, leave that.
Okay, so that was voicemail number 1. Not too bad. I mean, he still tried to flex himself, even though he sounded like a complete psychotic moron. Regardless, he thinks he can just call these courthouses and call police departments and tell them, you better not do this, or I'm going to do this. Chilli, you're not important. You're irrelevant in everybody's lives, especially these people. They have jobs. They have lives, something you don't have. You are not important in any way possible, for any reason, in any capacity of life. So calling these courthouses, calling judges, calling police departments, and saying, I'm going to expose you and I'm going to put this on the internet. You don't get enough exposure on the internet for this to bother them in any way. Not even in the slightest. It's ridiculous that you think that you are that big and that powerful to put out information on the internet and it's going to actually hurt a courthouse or a judge. You are nothing. You are a nobody. No one is going to care what you put out as far as a judge or a courthouse. They don't care. Your threats are empty. It's all you have, and it's going to be the downfall of you. And I can't wait to see it.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I was trying to get a hold of Luke Bartrow. I know you call yourself Your Honor and all that stuff, but I think the penal system in America and the tribal system in Cherokee is crap. So I don't call you justice or judge or any of that crap. You're just Luke Bartow, Mr. Bartow. That's what you are. But I got this number off your website, 918-633-5615, scumbag. And I heard that you were going to try to arrest my friend out of the hospital, where she's in the ER. I'm just letting you know, dude. The whole country's going to be watching. Everybody's watching, Luke. And then it's so funny, you're arrest a woman for a misdemeanor out of the hospital. Go to lukebartow.com. I'm sorry, it's Bartow Law. BARTEAUXLAW.com. There's a picture of you holding the baby. Oh, there's a picture of you holding the baby? But yet you want to go arrest Deborah Rogers out of the ER. There's no victim. There's no one who owes restitution that she's owed restitution to. There's nobody injured. There's no damages. There was no core criminal conduct. She was driving to go get food to give it to her friend who couldn't drive. You're just persecuting and prosecuting this woman. When you die, you will face your maker, my friend, and likely you will burn in hell. I'm serious. People like you, the pigs in our country, and the scumbag judges like you, you're going to burn in hell. And I pray to God you do. God, forgive me for my prayers. I'm human. I'm not godlike. I think you're a scumbag. I'm going to come down there. If you don't come to my court for your misdemeanor charge that I already put you in jail for 45 days for, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your house down. I'm gonna send cops. I'm gonna send filthy pigs to the ER. My name is Luke Bartrow. I'm an Oklahoma judge. I think I own the world. You are a scumbag, brother. You are a scumbag. And I will spend years exposing you. You already got a DUI when no reporter was chasing you constantly. I'm going to be on your ass until you're dead, Bartrow. Until you live your life out. Oh, don't say, don't tell he's dead. He threatened to kill me. No, douchebag. I hope you live a long life. I'm going to be covering you your entire life. You're never going to get away from my camera and microphone. Everywhere you go, Bartrow, I'm going to show up with a microphone and a camera. He said! Yeah, you're a piece of crap scumbag. You're a scumbag. Dear God in heaven, forgive me for my horrible thoughts of watching and praying that you burn in hell. There it is. I just let him know in no uncertain terms. Just let him know, that's all. And then on his menu here, on his about, on his website, Deborah, it says, pro bono and reduced cost cases. Family law. They still babies. They got some out. He still made up babies.
What? Look, you know what? Chilli can try and spin this any way he wants to. He left a death threat for that man, for a judge, on a voicemail. I don't care if he wants to try and backtrack that shit as much as possible. It's not going to work. He left that man a threat. An actual death threat. And then he wants to sit there and high off of his ass on God knows what chemical he decided to sniff up his nose that right before doing this. But to sit there and talk crap about this person, the only reason he hates people like judges and police, again, is pure out jealousy. This man is a judge. He has a great career. He has a family. He has children who love him. He has friends. He has a life, a car, a home, money. Every single thing that Chilli has never possessed in his life and never will possess in his life because he is such a piece of shit. Nobody would want to have any of that with him. And he's so damn lazy, he won't get off his ass and go work a real job. Instead, he sits there and he grifts and lies and uses his supporters so that they can fund him financially through life. It is disgusting the way he talks to people. It's disgusting how he thinks that the First Amendment gives him the right to leave a voicemail like that to a judge or anybody for that matter, because everything he said in that voicemail is not covered and not protected by the First Amendment at all. And I hope that judge puts out a protective order against him. I hope so. And you know what? Deborah Rogers going to jail for 45 days was because she walked out of court and was held in contempt. That's why she went to court for 45 days. This 90 days that she's going to court or going to jail for now is not just for contempt again, but also for what happened, her charges. If you continue to break the law is going to make you accountable. And that is what this is. I can't remember where he said it, but somewhere he says, or Deborah says, and then Chilli agrees, that he's a judge and he's a judge for a tribal courthouse. And then they both say that he's white, so he can't be tribal. He can't be part of the tribal clan. Actually, it doesn't matter if he's white or not, because it just proves neither one of them know a single thing. They're both so uneducated and so unhinged that they both talk crap. Nothing that comes out of either one of those mouths is a fact or the truth. It's just fabrication, lies, and bullcrap. Chilli is a disgusting, vile piece of trash that is continuously going around from person to person like a vulture and destroying life after life after life. I don't know how Janie's family got rid of him finally, but I'm sure they're glad they did. Unfortunately, he got involved in that. And he almost ruined that family, or he did ruin it. We're not sure yet. The only person who was smart enough to get rid of him was Tina, and then that guy that was in Dallas who realized that Chilli is the person he is and refused to take any more help from him. Even though Chilli still says, I have a friend in Dallas, but he doesn't answer my calls anymore, and I don't know why. Oh, I don't know, because he realized what a piece of crap you are, what a liar and a grifter and a user and abuser that you are. First of all, I wanted to point out, I did look this up, where Chilli claims that this attorney, Luke Bartrow, had a DUI. No, he's never had a DUI. I have done the background check on him. He has never had a DUI. He is a family law attorney, or, even, and now he's a judge. But when he did family law, he also did, he did other things of law as well. And one of them was DUIs. So that's where that falls under. If you look him up, you'll see where he dealt with DUIs and stuff. So basically what Chilli did is he Googled the man's name, saw the letters DUI, and said, oh, he's been convicted of a DUI. No, he was never convicted of a DUI. He's never been stopped for DUI. He has no DUI charges. As far as when Chilli said that American Indians are not white, again, him and Deborah Rogers are both wrong. 50% of American Indians are white. I mean, it's there. And then where he states, or where she states, that this Judge Bartrow steals tribal babies and then adopts them out, he's a family law attorney. That's called parents who can't raise their own children, and they get taken into the foster care and adopted out. That was his job. He takes these children from the foster care system and he adopts them out to good, loving homes. That's not stealing babies and adopting them out. That's doing his job. That's doing what's right for the children.
For stealing a UKB baby and adopting that baby out.
So Bartrow's a total scumbag. Not shocking. Well, listen, keep the phone right by your side. If the cops come in, you start recording. You want to get the
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, when I'm healthy.
It's not up to
And your
you.
mental capacity is not working because the neurological damage they did with the taser. Okay, let me get this video out, Deborah, and take that piece of garbage Bartrow, who got a DUI, white bread, judging over Indians, stealing Indians' kids. What a scumbag. Let's expose him. All All right, let me get this lock off the phone. I love you, Deborah. If you tell me it's a nurse or anyone there that can be in contact with me, can you get a hold of someone that will give them my phone number in case anything happens to you?
Yes, I will try.
Okay.
So there it is. Chilli is doing this because, well, he's broke. He needs money. So this is their way to start a new fundraiser for Deborah Rogers. They know she's going to go to jail because she was found within contempt of court, and she's being sentenced to 90 days for the charges that she accused. So now Chilli's going to tell her, oh, if you get picked up, you end up. I'm going to do whatever I can to get you out. Even though no amount of money he raises is going to get her out. She has to do the 90 days. But this is going to be this is the beginning of him starting a new fundraiser grift. We all know that. He's an idiot. Deborah Rogers is even more of an idiot for listening to him. Had she just ignored him from the very beginning, her life would have gone so much better. But no, instead she listens to him. She has one contempt of court when she walks out of court, ends up doing 45 days, and now she's got another contempt of court and has to do 90 days because, well, I'm sorry, but going to the emergency room on the day that you're supposed to be in court and then claiming that that's going to save your ass, you're wrong. It's not going to. Chilli is delusional. Absolutely delusional. He has no clue what he's talking about. He has no clue what the law is. He can't even recite case law correctly. He's nothing. He's a nobody. And people still listen to him. And then when Chilli asks Deborah, you want to get this done? You want to deal with these charges? And she's like, yeah, when I'm healthy. It doesn't work that way, Deborah. Court and sentencing and completing your sentence does not work around you. It doesn't work around when you want to. You can sit there and say you're unhealthy till the cows come home. It doesn't matter. It's up to the court system. It's not up to you. Why? Because you are the one that broke the law, not the courts. So now you are going to have to face the consequences for your responsible actions that you are responsible for. And you're just going to have to live with that and deal with it. I suggest when you get out after your 90 days, don't listen to Chilli. Don't do anything Chilli tells you. And try not to drive while under the influence of anything. Don't break the law. I guarantee you'll be okay if you just follow those simple directions. Don't break the law. It's simple. Absolutely simple. Guess what? There's billions of people on this planet who actually follow that one logic and they don't go to jail. I know, it's mind-blowing that one simple phrase, don't break the law, can actually save you from going to jail. Anyways, I'm sure I've missed something. I don't know. There was just so much to dissect from this. If I missed something or you want to hear me comment on it, just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to comment on it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you in the next one. Be safe. Take care. I love each and every one of you.